Hi, my name's Dan. The issue today is the American family in trouble. Isabel V. Sawhill says yes in her article, The New White Negro, What It Means That Family Breakdown is Now Biracial. She argues that college-educated families are not declining, but non-college educated families, both white and black, are declining. In 1965, Daniel Patrick Moynihan sent a report to President Lyndon Baines Johnson. It was entitled "The Negro Family: The Case for National Action." It stated that there are high rates of divorce, unwed childbearing, and single motherhood among black families, while white families have a high degree of stability. By contrast, Negroes have highly unstable families and in some cases approaching breakdown. This profile of the Negro family in the 1960s looks a lot like the profile of white families today. In 2000, both white single-parent families and black single-parent families in 1960s is 22%. There is a sharp decline in marriage rates occurring among the least educated of both races. For younger women without a college degree, unwed childbearing is the new normal. The well-educated and upper-middle-class parents forming two-parent families are able to invest more time and resources in their children. Because the breakdown is occurring among white-class Americans of all races, it threatens to make the U.S. a much more class-based society over time. Just as the job market for blacks in the 1960s kept blacks in a low economic group, the job market today for less educated whites are causing whites to move into a lower economic class. This situation leads to a decline in their marriage rates because unemployment makes them less desirable marriage partners. However, blacks continue to face unique disadvantages because of the color of their skin. So it can be said that class is becoming more important, but that race still matters a lot. It is not male earnings that matter. The changing roles of women matter as well. When women found themselves in a better position to be breadwinners and yet still had the role of childcare and other domestic responsibilities, they raised the bar on who they will marry or stay married to. Now that unwed childbearing is seen as normal among white and black families, there is no longer much of a stigma associated with single parenting. The jobs that unskilled men once did have are gone. Women are increasingly financially independent. This broad cultural shift across America has created a new normal. In contrast to Isabel V. Sawhill, W. Bradford Wilcox, from Unequal, Unfair, and Unhappy, The Three Biggest Myths About Marriage Today, argues that the majority of marriages are happy and are much more equal and fair than decades ago. He states that some marriages are unequal and unfair. Most husbands and wives experience moments or even periods of frustration with their work-family arrangements. Wilcox states that most husbands and wives make about equal contributions to work needed to sustain a family. They judge their marriages to be fair and are happily married. Today's married parents both put in about 55 hours of work. Because most working married women do not work full-time but part-time, housework and childcare are not a burden to them. He says that 73% of married fathers and 68% of married mothers say their marriage is fair, according to the 2010-2011 survey of marital generosity. Thank you for listening, comment, and subscribe.